Cascade Mountains to a spot just outside the town of Cleellum that we have been to once before. And it has some amazing views, so as long as it's clear out, we should have some beautiful views that we'll be able to share. And other than that, we are really just kind of trying to test out some gear that we have. We bought some gear for a big trip we have planned that's coming up now in, what, 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
2 weeks, so we haven't tried all of it yet. So we want to get out and use some of this gear just so it's not the first time we've used it when we're on our big trip and we need it. So yeah, that's about it. We may check out some side trails, we'll see what we find, and it should be a nice, relaxing weekend. Our first destination was the top of Snoqualmie Pass, where we had planned to meet up with some good friends of ours before heading out to explore a bit and find camp for the evening. All right, so we're here at camp. We found our camp at about maybe 3 o'clock. It's about 4:30 right now. We've just been taking it easy and relaxing. We got to the spot we were hoping to get and no one was here. So we've been here once before and the views are amazing. And and we got our ARB awning room set up. It's the first time we've set this up. This was one of the things that we wanted to get set up and test out before our big trip in a couple of weeks. And I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed. First time setting it up took about maybe 10 to 12 minutes, so easier than I thought it was gonna be. But let me show you what our camp looks like, and I guess more importantly, kind of what our view looks like. This is really the view. It's a little bit hazy. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on camera, but Mount Rainier is right there. And you can just see for hundreds of miles. Not too windy right now. Probably will get pretty windy tonight. So, yep. That's where we're at. Well, our day is winding down and it has been a great one, that is for sure. I mean, the views up here, I got Mount Rainier right behind me. The sun just set and the colors all around. It's a little hazy, but the views up here are hard to beat. And that's why we come up here. So I'm gonna go sit by the fire and relax for a little bit and then call it a night, but great day.
Good morning, everyone. Jeff and I just woke up and there's so much less haze than there was yesterday afternoon when we arrived. So we have this beautiful view of Mount Rainier behind us, and the entire entire rest of the valley, the mountain range. It's just super beautiful this morning. So we're just going to enjoy our morning drinks. Jeff's got his coffee, I've got my tea, and we're just gonna enjoy the stillness of nature and these beautiful views.
None of us were really in a rush to leave our stunning campsite, but after taking our time enjoying the morning, soaking up the views from 6,000 feet, and being treated to a pancake breakfast, courtesy of Brad and Kristen, we broke down camp and began our descent down the mountain and back towards civilization.
And of course, we have our dog, Indiana, eating grass. Indiana, is that good? Is that yummy? So I thought I would give you all a little bit of an update. We were on our way down the mountain to try to get back onto pavement and head back home. Jeff decided to take a little bit of a detour. We're going to be taking this road behind me, and it you can't tell, but it is super bumpy. So we decided to go down the tires to make sure the ride was comfortable. So I guess now we're off. This is where the adventure begins.
The road did prove to be bumpy and very rocky, and as such it was slow going. But the views coming back down into the town of Thorpe made my impromptu route totally worth it.
What do you think, Indiana? Ready to go home? The car says it's 100 degrees outside, so the two of us are hanging out inside where there's air conditioning. And Jeff is airing up the tires in the heat. I-90 is within sight. Back on the highway soon enough. We're on the highway headed back home, and I would say we had a very successful one-day camping trip. Got a campsite with a awesome view of Mount Rainier, and we also got to test out gear that we needed to test out before an upcoming trip. We got to try out the ARB awning room.
Yeah.
And it worked out really well. The setup was fairly simple. The only, I guess, problem that we had was trying to roll it back up and get it to fit back in the original bag that it came in. So
yeah, if you get an ARB awning room, just know that you're probably never going to get it back in the bag the way it came out. But if anybody has any tips, let us know. We'll take them.
Yep. So, where to next?
Well, we got a big 2-week trip coming up. 2 weeks in the West, a lot of off pavement, some of the most iconic destinations in the West, I think. And so it's been in the works for over a year, and it's coming up in just a couple weeks. So stay tuned.
Stay tuned for that. All right. Bye.